Hidden history revealed. Rare and powerful World War II photos of the Philippines. Unseen moments. Part 22. A GI shakes hands with a Filipino guerrilla in Leyte, 1944. A group of Filipinos gather around a gun-mounted truck, Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. A street held up by the Japanese small arms fire in the outskirts of Ipil, Leyte, 1944. A Filipino child picks her way down a muddy road during the rainy season at Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. Two Filipinos carry captured Japanese paper to the printing press. Tacloban, 1944. President Osmeña, General MacArthur, Brigadier General Carlos Romulo, Lieutenant General Kenny, and Lieutenant General Sutherland in Leyte, 1944. Filipino and Americans joined together in the construction of foxholes and air raid shelters in Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. Filipinas hired by the War Information Commission typed the copy of the first free newspaper of the Philippines, Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. A U.S. soldier shakes hand with Colonel Kanglian, commanding officer of the guerrilla forces at Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. An American Jeep convoy passes through a street in Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. Nurses beside beds of patients. Leyte Provincial Hospital, Tacloban, 1944. Locals scrape roads to form drainage ditches during the rainy season. Tacloban, 1944. Two well-dressed Filipinas scan the first free newspaper of the Philippines for the latest news. Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. Slipways number 1 and 2 of the Santa Rosa Shipyard, Manila, 1946. The execution of an American is reenacted by Inagaki at the Old High Commissioner's Palace as a part of the war crimes trial in Manila, 1946. A boxing tournament held at the 562nd Engineer Boat Maintenance Battalion, Seahorse Theater, Leyte, 1945. Piecing together a flag of the Philippines in the bridge of USS Lafayette, 1944. President Osmeña hands Postmaster Benedicto Cunanan the first letter to be mailed in the inauguration of the new postal service in Tacloban, 1944. A Special Services Theater on Fort McKinley proper, Manila, 1947. Close to the front lines, a morning mass is held for U.S. soldiers and Filipino locals, Leyte, 1944. Ruins of the Finance Building, Legislative Building and the City Hall, Manila, 1945. The citizens of Tacloban march in honor of President Osmeña to the Capitol building in Tacloban, 1944. The entrance of a cell 10 feet above ground level, used by the Japanese for Allied prisoners of war, Fort Santiago, Manila, 1945. Ships docked at Base Export Area, Manila, 1945. Fire and smoke at the Liberty ship Matthew P. Deddy after it was hit by a Japanese plane crash diving into the ship, Leyte, 1944. A small two-story wood construction residence at Nichols Air Base area, Manila, 1946. Port area showing bomb-shattered buildings north of Pasig River, Manila, 1945. Souvenir shop at the Army Post Exchange, Fort McKinley, Manila, 1946. Landing crafts, vehicles, personnel are unloaded on the beach at Leyte, 1944. General MacArthur and President Osmeña, with U.S. and Philippine officers, wade ashore, Leyte, 1944. Filipino laborers cleaning up the debris of the bombed-out Santo Domingo Church, Manila, 1942. Japanese gas and oil dump goes up in flames, Leyte, 1944. Philippine President Manuel Rojas aboard the USS Bremerton, being received by U.S. officers, Manila, 1946. The arch stands on Dewey Boulevard across the Manila Hotel, 1946. A tank trap set up by the Japanese as a preventive measure for the invasion on Leyte, 1944. The 14 war criminals on trial pose for a photo during a court recess, Manila, 1946. Members of the Philippine Affairs Office work at a section of the Public Health Laboratory in Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. Catholic memorial services for soldiers of the 126th Infantry Regiment is held between Pinamapoan and Liman, Leyte, 1945. Filipino workers clean wreckages at the end of Pier 7, Port Area, Manila, 1945. A water point that is wrecked during an air raid, Tacloban, Leyte, 1944. Bad Order Corral, Pier 7, South Harbor, Manila, 1946. The end of Pier 7, with wrecked Japanese guns and ships, Manila, 1945. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.